Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Cage848, and welcome back to The Infected. Check this out. I'm getting cold. I am getting cold. Let's go ahead and, maybe I'll just put the pants on for now. I don't think it's quite, jacket weather, but some pants would be nice. some pants to keep my legs warm. Or maybe I should put the jacket on. Let's see what happens if the freezing goes away. It is not going away. Okay, I guess we do have to put the jacket on. I guess 27 degrees Fahrenheit is jacket weather. I like the cold, and even I wouldn't run around 27 degrees without a jacket. All right, so what are we going to be doing today? Today, we're going to be beefing up the base, making it even more awesome than it already is, and I'm going to be putting windows in. Speaking of keeping the cold out, right? I'm going to start and put windows in. I kind of wish you had to keep your doors closed and your windows closed to keep the inside areas warm, although I guess with the jacket, the pants, and, coffee, you could survive anything, so it doesn't really matter. But, maybe someday he'll add that to the game. But either way, we're going to put windows in because they look awesome. Really quickly, let me take a look at my power. Yeah, we're solid. We are solid. But before we do anything, I need to go over some of the uncaged comments. A lot of good comments 2 episodes ago. I'm going to say last episode, but guys, just so you know, when I say last episode has not gone up yet. When I say last episode, it means the last episode I saw comments on, just to be clear about that. All right, let's talk about food. Stew mix uses milk and no eggs. So a lot of people are telling me about food and everything and what they think I should do with food. I'm going to give you guys my feeling on food. And, I know I've been talking about this a lot, but not everyone watches every episode. And maybe I haven't been as clear as I could be. Let's talk about food. This won't take that long, but I need to address it. Before we talk about anything, let's go ahead and get some potatoes in there. These are hungry animals in here, let me tell you. Oh, it looks like I can butcher one pretty soon too, so that's good. All right, put you away. There we go. Okay. The bottleneck for food is eggs and livers. Now, if you're out there looting like a madman and you're just looting all the time, eggs will not be an issue for you. But for my game, I am not out there looting like a madman. So eggs and livers are my bottleneck. Because of that, I only use them for the best items, rations. For immersion, I should try to eat other items. I totally agree with that. That is a good point. But it's not worth it to lose livers and eggs for immersion. If I take like someone was saying, stew mix uses milk and no eggs. I was looking for a way to use milk without using eggs. And someone was like, well, stew mix, right? Here's the problem. Stew mix uses livers. And livers are a bottleneck just as bad as eggs. Actually, probably worse than eggs. Plus, if I was going to make stew mix, I would use it to make the ultimate ration in the game right there. And that uses 2 eggs. Yeah, it's pretty crazy there. I didn't even realize those use 2 eggs. I guess I did, but I never thought about it. So that's where I'm at. Now, there are foods I can eat that are more for immersion and not for the ultimate efficiency of the game. Obviously, rations are the best thing. This ration, this ration, this ration are the best things to make and eat. But onion soup is also okay to eat. Now, here's the thing about onion soup, okay? I didn't like onion soup because I didn't want to use clay for clay bowls when you don't get the clay bowl back after you eat the onion soup. But I will be showing you a little bit later, I have a lot of clay. The fact that I'm not using onion soup is not so much about the clay. It's more about the principle of, like, why am I not getting the bowl back? Just give me the bowl back. I should get the bowl back. And I don't want to drink it. I don't want to eat it because of that. But I do have a lot of clay, and I'm going to push through that. And I will be eating onion soup. Also, dried meat for protein. Where's the dried meat? I wasn't seeing it because it was over here. All the other meats are over here, but this one's over here. All right, whatever. Anyway, dried meat, veggie salad, and fruit salad is a bit of an immersive way for me to eat different things without having to use the livers or the eggs. This stuff's very easy to make. It's good. It's not going to give me as much max health or whatever, but it's nice to break it up a little bit. So that's my thought process with the food. Agree or disagree, that's fine. But that's my thought process on the way I'm going to move forward with that kind of stuff. Speaking of food really quickly too, I was talking about how veggie mix takes up so much room, and someone gave me the very, very good idea. Turn the veggie mix into the meat stew. Now, veggie mix I'm only using it for, I'll be using it for veggie salad as well, but mostly I'm using it for stew mix, and stew mix takes up a lot less room than veggie mix. So anytime I make veggie mix, I should make something else out of it and not store it because it takes up too much room. Okay. A few people in the comment section who I'm assuming don't play this game or whatever, which is cool. I'm gonna let you know you can only make one barn on the map. That's why I don't make multiple barns. Talk about immersion breaking. Okay, let's talk about lights, because a lot of people tore me apart for my lights. Okay, so people were annoyed with my wire management for the lights. And, you know, my thought process on wire management is it doesn't make for the most interesting YouTube video. So I just kind of wanted to do it quick and dirty as quickly as I could. Now, I could have just daisy chained these and it would have looked better. I will admit that. And I will probably change that up. Am I going to do it live on camera or not? I don't know. I might do it off camera. I might do it for you guys. It might be one of those things where I show you a little bit of wire management and then I do the rest off camera. Someone had a great idea that I should break one of the parts in my ceiling and then put the wires up into the ceiling and then have them come down into the lights, which I will definitely do. And I might even do it today. It's not going to be the focus of the video, but it's a really good idea. I'm definitely going to do that. One other thing I want to talk about before... You guys had a lot to say, man. I got to address this stuff. This is good stuff to talk about. So, quite a few people in the comment section were annoyed that I'm using control panels and junction boxes. I couldn't remember the name and it wasn't showing me the name. Yeah, they're annoyed that every time I put down something with power, I put down a power, a control panel. And why isn't it showing? There's a control panel. Lights, interior wall, lights. Oh, it's because it's called light. That's why. I'm like, where's the junction box? That's right. I turned it into lights. That's why it says that. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Some people were telling me I should make one control panel and one junction box and run it everywhere. And I was like, well, I don't want to run poles everywhere, like wires. Talk about wire management, right? And then someone was saying, don't do that. Just go on the roof of each of your buildings and then run the wires that way. I mean, that's not a terrible idea. You go on the roof of this building. You have a control panel down here. You run the wire up to the a wire pole. Where are they? Placeable, other workbenches. I don't remember where they are. I had trouble finding them last time, too. Anyway, there's some kind of wire pole. It's got to be in power, right? Yeah, there it is. Wire pole. And these things are to run wires around your base. And you can put one on the ceiling there, one on the ceiling here, and then run the power into the base. It's a pretty good idea. I don't know if I love the fact of running... That's why it said forge over here, by the way. I thought it was, like, showing the forge. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I don't know if I like the idea of having one junction box for everything, because then everything in the base is either on or off. It doesn't give you any ability to turn some things off and some on. Now, when you get your power to the point where I have it right now, it's not really a big deal. But I do like the ability to turn certain things on or off. Plus, if I have a control panel only in that building and I'm in another building, I can't check the power. I have to go back to that building every time I want to check the power. So, I'll think about it. It's not a bad idea. It does sound pretty cool. But I'm just gonna have to think about, you know, how to make it work. Like, let's say I was having power issues right now and I'm like, oh, there's a problem with the power. Something's, you know, I'm just losing too much power. I could turn certain things off. But here's the thing, guys. I've never had to do that. So that's I'm kind of like imagining what you guys would tell me in the comments. It's a good point. I've never had to turn things off, not even in the beginning. It's an interesting thought. I'll definitely put it up in the old brain bank and kind of, you know, think about if that's something I want to do. It's not a terrible idea. Definitely, actually, it's quite a good idea. Okay, so let me show you what I did off camera. I went ahead and cooked up a lot of... Here, I got to turn my light on in here because I'm really... Actually, is that... Yeah, it's probably okay. Anyway, I went ahead and made some more of these ingot shelves on one of these. I don't remember which one. And I cooked a bunch of stuff. And I just did a bunch of cooking off camera. I also went and did some looting off camera. So I now have a decent amount of electrical parts and mechanical parts, which is nice. I've actually got a lot of plastic and Kevlar, which I'm probably going to sell. And what else did I do off camera? I wrote it down. Did some looting. Oh yeah, I made some more solar panels and wind turbines. But the problem is I have 29 solar panels, which is going to bother me. It's already bothering me, actually. So what I'm going to do is... 29. Oh, I see, because I couldn't put one here. Can I put one there? I'd really want to put one there, because otherwise it's not going to be uniform. And if I put it there, it's going to be a little out of alignment, but I don't think I care. Yeah, see how it's like inside the... You know what? Putting one here And that way I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I make 5 at a time, and they're all uniform. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. To hell with it. Iron, aluminum, copper, and cobalt. Iron, aluminum, copper, and cobalt. Iron, aluminum, copper, and cobalt. Take a drink. Iron, aluminum, copper, and cobalt. Iron, aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Iron, aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copper and cobalt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know some of them are only 4, but I don't remember which ones. So I'm just going to take 5 of everything just to make sure I have enough. And then we got to start cooking some sand into glass. All right. There we go. All right, cool. So that's 30. Well, let's just go check. I'm pretty sure that's 30 solar panels and 15 wind turbines. Yep. 30 and 15. Awesome. Should I make another battery? I want to fill up that second battery rack. Yeah, we should probably build another battery. At least one. What do I have too much on me? All right, copper and cobalt. Copper and cobalt. All right, so what do I need for a battery? Yeah, we're going to make one more. I need 4 more, by the way, but I'm not going to make them all right. I guess I might be able to. No, I don't have enough. I probably have close to enough. All right, lead, aluminum, copper. Lead, aluminum, copper. Lead, aluminum, copper. Lead, aluminum, copper. Lead, aluminum. Should we just make 2 more? Yeah, let's make 2 more. Lead, aluminum, copper. Lead. I don't know if that's enough lead. I thought I needed like 8. Aluminum. Copper. We are going to be doing a looting episode coming up. I don't know when, but soon. Within the next few episodes. Because I do want to do some looting. I want to mix it up a little bit. Like I mentioned this last episode or the episode before. But when I went and did that like questline things, people were like, oh man, the looting was a really nice, change. Damn, we need 8 lead for that. Okay. All right, so we need lead, aluminum, and copper. Lead, aluminum, and copper. Now, do I need to fill up that second battery rack? Probably not. Am I going to do it anyway? You're damn right I am. I want to have 12 batteries, and then that'll be it for batteries permanently. I won't make another one. I reserve the right to change my mind. I change my mind 20 times a day, but I don't see me making any more after that. Lead, aluminum, and copper. Copper. Let's go run these up there. And then we'll start making some glass. What am I going to be doing today besides Windows? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not really sure. Will I be doing more stuff than just Windows? Probably. I just don't know what it'll be. So, all right. Aluminum and copper. Aluminum and copper. Aluminum and copper. There we go. Is that lead done yet? We're getting there. We are getting there. You know what? Why don't we go get some sand while we're waiting? Because we're going to need a lot for glass. We really are. Oh, by the way, remember I was talking about onion soup and clay, and I have a ton of clay? Yeah, I have a lot of clay. Like, I think I got like 7 boxes of clay at this point. I'm going to keep it going because there's no reason to stop it. But I've also got a lot of cement. I got to go get those gas generators at some point. That's something I'm thinking about maybe next episode. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get sand. I was like, I'm gonna go get sand. Oh, let me show you my clay. What was I doing? Alright. You. And you. And then we'll bring some boxes back for more sand. Oh man, look at all these ores, dude. These are all full. Well, not all full. A lot of them are full. I did go in off camera and emptied out the extractors in the mine. Yeah, I guess. Oh, look at that snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Do 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 ba do boo. Do do ba do ba do boo. Da 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 da. Got some snow here not too long ago. It's like a big blizzard going across the country, but we didn't get hit that bad. We got like, I think we got like 6 inches, maybe 8 inches at the most. A lot of people got a lot more than we did. All right, let's see how much power we can hold now. 35,000, not too bad. What are we gonna be at, like 50,000 when all's said and done? Another no. We'll be I think we have another 7,000 worth of batteries, so won't quite make it to 50,000, but that's okay. We don't we really don't need it. All right, let's go ahead and make some sand. Okay, let's grab some more sand. Go. Now, my power is not looking too good because there's a couple machines that weren't running, and now I'm at like negative 500 power. So it's a little tough, and it's getting late. This is gonna really tax my power. So, and I've mentioned this in the past. There is ways you can just go ham on power and never have to worry about it. I like worrying about power. I find it fun. I find managing power fun. So that's why I do it. If I wanted to, I could just make a bunch of, water mills and be done with it. But again, I like having to worry about it. I don't know. It's weird because like nothing else in a survival game do you want to worry about. You don't want to worry about food. You don't want to worry about protection or, water or shelter. But I don't know, managing power, it's fun for me. I can't even explain it. Like I'm trying to justify it because it's so weird, but it is what it is. That's why I do the things the way I do them. All right, so we're gonna need our glass, and just want to make the windows here first. Yeah, let's make the windows here first, then we'll just kind of put the glass back. I've had a lot of unbuilt windows recently that I can't have it. Is it automatically gonna turn out? I don't know. There's no like indication. All right, we should just make one and just kind of play around with it because I'm wondering about that. And I know it takes some iron, and it's obviously going to take some glass. Okay. All right, so it does open out. So does it know the wall's orientation? Is there a way to make it open in? I don't want it to open in, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah, it knows the wall's orientation. That's crazy. Like, that's not how most of these survival games work. Windows are usually separate. That's really cool, though. So it doesn't matter. You can't place it down wrong. Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I gotta start closing doors, too. Looks like we might have a blizzard pretty soon. Okay. All right, cool. I love it. I freaking love it. Now, it's kind of expensive, but I do have a lot of mats, so shouldn't be too much of a problem to put windows everywhere today. We'll see. Is there anything behind there? Yes, there is. I think there is. Oh, no, there's not. There's only two. Oh, I see how I built it. Okay. Forgot how I built this place. I usually put 2 windows in. It's usually 3. Like 1 or 3. Alright, the windows are all done here. That was easy. Let's keep the sand flowing. I keep saying I'm going to make sand. I did that earlier. No, let's keep the glass flowing. I'm not going to make sand. I'm going to make glass out of sand. There we go. And a couple more of these. Let's grab everything we can carry. There we go. Close the door. And keep the windows closed during the winter, and I'll open them up in the spring and summer, and probably even the fall. There. See, I don't know about these, because I don't want these opening up. I don't want to handle this. I can always move the thing backwards. Yeah, I don't like the idea of putting in regular... Well, I can't put in regular glass. It's got to be something I can open so I can get to the machines. So... And it's all looking good. So let's build these first. And then let's move these back. Actually, I should probably open the windows before I move them back. Oh. I gotta move that one back a little bit, but this one looks pretty good. Look at that. Well, now I gotta move it back a little bit. Just a little bit. Not quite as much as I thought I was going to have to. This. And then should I it's not lined up. That looks lined up, but over here it doesn't. That looks lined up. But then from this angle, it doesn't look lined up. Okay, you know what? Do it like this. That's lined up. I don't care what it looks like from whatever angle. I'm just going to move that out here. It's a little farther away than I planned, but it shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to reach it. Extract stone. Okay, extract stone. All right, cool. All right, we're good. Now let's make sure we can reach them from the inside. That's the only thing. It's not lined up either. That's going to bother me. And I can't reach them. So I figured out how to move these into place easily and efficiently. And basically what you do is if you go in like inside, you know, the wall, you line it up just like that. And then you simply come out until it, you know, isn't red anymore. And that is going to be a perfect distance, I believe. Let's just see if we can open up the windows and close them without like having them glitch through. Yeah, that should be perfect. Look at that. And I could definitely reach them. All right, cool. And we will close these because it is the winter. Go ahead and make that one. And that one, that one, that one. There's nothing up top. Wow, that's it for this whole building? Oh, man. I'm an efficiency maniac today. I love it. All right, cool. We got some other windows, though, we need to address. Wow, we're going to get all the windows done today. I don't usually get all the windows done in one day. They're usually a process. But yeah, this one's going pretty good. I guess it's because I got so many things saved up. Like so many materials and everything. How many do I need? Put a few more back. Am I good on screws? I'm definitely good on screws. And then let's grab... Where was the... Oh, that was it. Okay. Grab this. Keep the sand going. Keep the glass cooking. And take some more. Okay. Can we grab some more iron? Yes, we can. Not that much. Close it. Close it. You know, there's one more building I want to make, and it's a bedroom, and I got to think about where I want to make it. I was thinking about making it back here, because my original idea on the bedroom was, like, over there, but I don't want to go, like, freaking 20 miles to get to my bedroom. Also, it doesn't make sense, like, logistically, to have your bedroom so close to the fighting, dangerous area of the map. So I'm thinking back here. Then I was thinking, you know, if I'm going to be safe, I should probably put the bedroom up here. Yeah, you know what? That's where I'm going to put it. It'll go right across from the power. Maybe I'll make a little bridge going across here. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. No windows. No windows. I guess the only windows are in here. Wow, we're going to finish up the windows in our first window episode. Like I said, that's pretty rare for me. This right here is gonna change. I will eventually put windows in here, but I'm not sure exactly where, so we'll leave that alone for now. And we'll just do the windows here. One more there. And yep, it's looking good. Wow, we're done with all the windows. Crazy. I guess I could do some wire management. Not too much though. Like, I really don't think people want to see too much wire management. I think it'll bore people, but some, just to see my process, probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Go. Put that up here. Barely used any glass. Well, we did, but we replaced a lot of it. All right, and then we'll grab some extra wires just in case we need them, although I don't think we will. And let's go ahead. I think the one thing I will do is I'm going to put the wires up in the ceiling. That was a really good idea. And let's just do it. I don't think it'll be that difficult, maybe? I don't really know. It might be. Let's grab my ladder. Where'd I put my ladder? I think it's way over here. I was using it for a thumbnail, and then I left it over here. You should be able to, like, pack up the ladder and put it in your inventory. Where is it? There it is. They don't even attack on this side. They only attack in the middle one. You know? So we're gonna do another base building episode, or I'm sorry, a defensive building episode, and we'll shore that up, and then we're gonna be golden. What time is it? It's 9:20. Okay, we got to keep an eye on the old power. Yeah, it's doing all right. You can go like -500, 800, 1,000 power, and still be okay when you have that many batteries. Okay, so I think this is a pretty good place for these boxes. I think I like them down here. But that means the wire is going to go up through here. I don't know how to hide wires in walls or if it's even possible. I guess I could try it. Experiment a little bit. The thing is, if I break down this wall, I don't know if I'll lose those. I don't think I will, but I'll save the game just in case. What I was thinking was we could break this. Yeah, okay, good. I thought everything would stay up there. And then we can put down an electric relay inside the wall. I don't think it's going to work like that, so I'm going to have to do it like this. Put this inside the wall. It should probably even go behind that. Yeah, now, yeah, let's put it over here. Maybe. Again, I'm kind of building this like on a whim. I had no plans to do this today, but I'm kind of curious. Because like I said, some people are telling me that they hide the wires inside their walls. Now, I know how to hide it in the ceiling, but inside the walls, I mean, I think the way I'm doing it will work, but we'll see. Iron, copper, and screws. We already have screws. We have copper. We have iron. Let's just grab some extra. Because we're probably going to be making quite a few relays. And, you know, honestly, this is pretty good to show because, like, this is, like, I've never done this before. So I'm assuming a lot of other people haven't either. All right, so you would go over there. I guess as long as I keep... I didn't know you could put it in the ceiling. That's interesting. Let's put it right there for now. And am I going to break everything? No, but I am going to break the wires going up to this. Okay. And then that's got to go up here on the side. So we got to destroy this. And then put in a relay right here. No, the relay would actually go up above. Okay. Okay, that's going to be a little more challenging, but I think I might be able to do it. Let's see. We need the relay to like go up here without being seen. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Or maybe like, no, hold on. Maybe like right here. Yeah, that should work. It's a little crooked. Is that going to matter? Nope, no one will ever see it, but it'll bother me. So we'll put the relay, straighten it out, put it right there. And then from there, we should be able to power all our lights without it being seen, at least on the top floor. Is that going to work? I have no idea. Okay. And then do this. I'm going to rebuild the wall, even though I might have to break it down again, but that's okay. I want to make sure it's not going to be seen. Nope. So you can see it. See, you can see it. All right. Is that because... All right. I guess we just got to move it over a little bit more. Should be able to get it right inside the wall without it being seen. All right. So line it up like that. Just put it right there. And then put it right there. How about that? No, yeah, I mean, that looks pretty hidden to me. All right, so we have to hook it up before we build the wall. So we do that. The bottom one is good. Let's put it up to the top. Nope, that's definitely going to be seen. Oh, boy. All right, let's take this out of here as well. Just kind of put it over here. We could use that later. I'm not really sure how to bring this up without it being... Well, I guess I see some ways I can do it. Maybe. No, I really don't. Okay, let me work on this off camera. So I'm working on these lights, and I just got the Horde music cue. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm just kind of using these over here as drop boxes for the time being. I have something here that's everything's pretty hidden and should be okay. And as soon as we're done with the Horde, I will show it to you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Here we are. By the way, I turned up the horde frequency to max. I turned up the amount of zombies to max. The hordes cannot get any more. They'll be more frequent, and there'll be more zombies. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Crap, 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 crap. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, that was pretty bad, man. That was almost a death. A stupid death. I just got impatient. Story of my life. Oh boy. Did we lose any spikes? I think we lost like maybe one. Are we done now? Can I like loot, please? I'm a little gun shy now. Guys. Gonna have to beef this up a little bit too. Not too much, like a few spikes here and there, but okay. I have no way of healing except for healing items. I do want to loot the bodies, but there's an animal out there, a fox that might actually cause me some issues. At least with 50% health. So let's go ahead and use that. Just I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Yeah, 50 health. Probably you'll be okay, but it's not 100%. If it's not 100%, just go heal. I think I can actually make healing items too. So if I really have a problem with that, I could just craft some. All right. Very good. Come on, give me some mechanical, electrical parts. I need more. I need what? 2 more batteries? Is that all I need is 2 more batteries? I think so. I mean, I could probably do that right now if I wanted to. I won't, but soon. Soon. Yeah, that was rough. That was stupid. Oh boy. Almost got myself killed. My own stupidity. Alright, let's close that. Let's go get some sleep, and then I'm going to show you what I got. I do have some wires hidden in walls, which is pretty nice. Took a little bit of, messing with it, but I eventually got it. And, yeah. And every time you, like, destroy and rebuild the wall, you lose about half the resource, which kind of sucks, but it's only, like, what? Like, 3 planks or something like that? Maybe 4 that I lose? Not really a big deal. Oh, let me address this really quick, too, while I'm thinking about it. I know that this is backwards, and... Okay, that's not the real Horde. That's the fake Horde, where it's only 3 guys. I know this Butcher's Table's backwards, but at this point in the game, I think we're going to leave it like that. It's kind of a running joke on the series that thing's backwards, so... Alright, so this is what I got over here. Check this out. So right there, that is running into the wall behind it. Can't see it, but it is. And then it runs up here and right to there. So, we need to get that upstairs. I don't have a lot of room I can crawl upstairs, which kind of sucks. It means I'm going to have to break these ceiling tiles. The ceiling tiles are not that expensive, but they are kind of annoying to get to, so this kind of blows. But, whatever. It's all right. Not a big deal. Alright, so we need to move that up, so we need to get on the other side. I would like scaffolding. I think that'd be pretty cool to have scaffolding. Like little temporary things you can carry with you and set them up, and then you can get higher. Come on, die. There's usually a delayed one, so when I go into loot, I get hit by the delayed guy. But, I don't know, he's not there now. Okay. Drop chests. All that stuff in there. Good on food? Yep. Alright, we're good. Alright, so let's turn this around. And move it right about... Come on. There? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, damn it. I thought it was on the other side. Alright, well, whatever. You can go right up there. We'll spin it around. And make sure it's lined up as best we can. You know what? It should probably go up higher. Like right about there. Okay. We'll just destroy this. I really wish I left enough room up here for a crawl space, like a actual, like, I guess this is a crawl space, but I wish I left enough room up here so I can actually get around in it, because it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to put these things into place. Hey, why isn't this light properly on the... ceiling. Is it? And I just destroyed the ceiling? I don't know. It's weird. It looks like it's kind of like off the ceiling. I guess it really doesn't matter. All right, let's get up there. And then what we need to do is we need to make one right here. Power. And then just kind of... Oh, there's no way to, like, spin it around the other way, huh? All right, it doesn't really matter. Move it, maybe. All right, let's just make it and see how it goes. Oops. Oh, I actually took some damage. Didn't hurt my leg, though. There. There, we already have the screws on us. I guess the best way to do this would be to make the ceiling, then make all the lights, then put the roof on top. It's good to know. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'll probably forget, but... Now that's gonna show the wires. It's not quite lined up the way I want it to be, and it's gonna kind of bother me. But I don't... Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Destroy that. Destroy that. Put in the ceiling here. You can see why I wanted to do this off camera, right? It's a little tough. Although I guess once I get used to it, I'll, you know, figure out the tricks and everything, and then it'll be better. Okay. Does it go that way? Yep. Okay. So I don't like the way this is in the middle of where two ceiling pieces meet. And I'm going to rectify that right now. There, and there. And we're going to do that. All right, then we're going to come down here. Well, yeah, we could do that. That's fine. Put that in there. Move this out of the way. I can't reach that light. So I guess we do need this. And I like the placement of the light, except for the fact that it's in between two foundations. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it over a little bit. Just to there. And now, it's not between two foundations. And that's going to make things a lot easier when it comes to putting down the relays. Because that's why the relay was an issue. I got to get a little closer. Okay, maybe like right about there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now I want this directly over the light. Perfect. Whoops, damn it, stop jumping. Keep hitting spacebar like an idiot. All right, so that's good. And then what we're going to do is we are going to... I'm too far away. Because of course I am. Yeah, the ceiling. I almost want to tear down the ceiling just to make this easier, but I'm not going to. That's a lot of materials that I'd prefer not to lose. Although I do have a lot of clay, but I'm gonna continue doing it this way. I just got to get over there to that one right there, which I'm having. Oh, electrical relay. There we go. And there we go. And then we just come over here and we grab this one. And we bring it over here. And then we put it in that one. Now, can we see the wires? Or will we be able to see the wires? I'm not going to build these, but I'm going to put them up as ghost images. Just to see. Yeah, there's no way. You're not going to see those wires. So, the power will come from here. Go directly into the wall. And then go up over here. I'm not seeing any of the wire. Well... I see a little bit of the wire right there, but I might be able to move that up and kind of... Hold on. Yep, now you don't see the wire. Okay, right there, it's going into the wall. You don't see the wire. It's on the wall properly. The wire comes up here. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Okay, that's exactly what the person was talking about. It took a little bit of work to do it, but we did get it done. Just sitting here debating if I want to do any more wiring today. I think we'll do a little bit more wiring, but then I'm going to step back from it because, you know, there's only so much I can take of this wiring stuff. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. honestly, the wiring itself is not bad. It's getting into these little places that is kind of annoying me. But you know what? The final product will definitely be worth it. Just gonna make that one right there and move it over here. And we need to line up that light with the other one. So, yeah, so that's right up against... Okay, so that's right up against this piece of wood that's going this way. See how it's tucked up right up against it? And then it's two planks in. So right up against it and 2 planks in. Is it the second? Yeah, it's the second plank in. And right up against it. Come on. There you go. All right, cool. Nice and lined up. So now we just got to get these things hooked up. We'll hook this up to this. That to that. Look at that. Oh, thank you for guys. Like, thank you. Like, this is the kind of stuff that really is awesome. And I'm kind of upset I didn't think about it. But you guys thought about it. You let me know, and I really appreciate it. Damn, that looks cool. Wow, that looks really good. No wires anywhere. Now, I know there's wires here. I don't know how I'm going to hide these. Well, I guess there's some ways I can do it. We're not going to mess around with these today, though. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll daisy chain them. How about that? Yeah, let's daisy chain them. So it at least looks a little bit cleaner. Delete wires. Wait, are you sure you can daisy chain the lights? I don't have the pull wire. There's no pull wire. There's change color, delete, move. I don't think you could daisy chain lights, which is kind of surprising because everybody told me I should be daisy chaining lights. They were very adamant about it. So, am I missing something? I don't know. Change color, delete wires. Yeah, I don't know. People said, oh, you should daisy chain the lights. And I saw one person say it. And I was like, okay, one person said it. They probably don't realize you can't do it. Because I could have swore you couldn't daisy chain lights from my experience with the game in the past. Then, like, 4 more people told me to daisy chain the lights. And then I'm thinking, well, if so many people are saying it, maybe you're the one who's wrong, Cage. I don't think I am. If I am, by all means, let me know. I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong. But if I am and I can daisy chain, then please let me know. And it might even be an obvious thing I'm missing. But whatever it is, I'm definitely missing it. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break from that because that was stressful. And we are going to do some fishing to unwind. How does that sound? There we go. Cool. You know, I've never done so well on food in this game before. Like, oh, I'm not going to fish. It's freaking frozen. Damn it. You should be able to, like, chop through it to fish. Like, do some ice fishing. That'd be cool. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to be fishing for a bit. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I've never done this well with food, though. Like, my stats are all higher than they usually are. I've got, like, a lot of food going, and I'm keeping up with it, and that makes me very, very happy. Let's check on the power really quick. All right. You know, not too bad. I got to get those gas generators. Maybe I'll do that next episode. What do they take? The cool thing about gas generators, I don't think gas generators take oil distiller, by the way. Sorry. Oil distiller is something else I'm going to need, but I was talking more about the gas generators. Where are they? They got to be in power. All right. Iron, aluminum, copper, plastic. There you go. No electrical parts or mechanical parts needed. Now, this does run on gasoline. I'm going to have to make gasoline. In order to make gasoline, I'm going to need the oil distiller, which also doesn't take any electrical or mechanical parts. And in order to get oil for the oil distiller, I have a lot of oil, guys, but it's going to run out. It's not going to last forever. So I will need to get myself a oil extractor, which does take mechanical parts, but no electrical parts. Okay, good. That's good. It does take 100 power, not too big of a deal. It also takes oil shale, which is kind of annoying. In order to get oil shale, I'd have to set up, I'll have to set up mineral extractors. I can mine the oil shale, but I'm going to set up mineral extractors for the oil shale. And I'd have to go out to the desert to do that. So I'd have to come over here, set up some extractors. Actually, I'd probably do it right here. Set up some extractors, and then just come out here and get it. But that will allow me to get oil, which will allow me to make gas, which will allow me to use the generators to help, my power is doing pretty good, but every once in a while, it gets a little low on the power availability. And that would be a perfect time to run the generators. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and kill one of these chickens. Female, male, female. Okay. How about you? There you go. Looking good. Don't forget to wash your hands. Come over here and wash your hands. There you go. And then put the chicken in the freezer. All right, guys, I'm going to call this one here. If you end up enjoying the video, please remember... Let's try that again. Please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.